Hey, my name is Austin Rogers, and today in the audience we have Bree,
Hey.
Liz,
Hi.
and Kim.
Hello.
And today my specific purpose statement is to inform my audience about the definition of amateurism as defined by the NCAA and about the positives and negatives surrounding potential payment of collegiate athletes. To start off, how would you feel if you worked a 40-hour-week physically grueling job and received zero payment for it? According to Business Insider, college athletes have self-reported that they spend on average 40 hours a week practicing their sport. This is on top of going to school full-time, and they receive zero salary for it. The main reason behind this is one word: amateurism. Before I can give positives and negatives about changing amateurism and about allowing payment of athletes, first everyone needs to know what amateurism actually is. The NCAA.org defines amateurism as not allowing contracts with pro teams, a salary for participating in athletics, prize money beyond necessary expenses, play with professionals, practice or tryouts with professionals, benefits from an agent or an agreement to be represented by an agent. Now that we know what amateurism is, I can outline a few good things that could come with altering this definition. And by altering, I mean allowing payment of college athletes. U.S. News and World Report has reported that college sports generate $11 billion a year in revenue. The people that make this money, as you can see in this graphic, the players get zero, while the coaches are getting a combined $53 million out of that. Famous economists that work for the University of Chicago and Vanderbilt University have formed a team to study this, and they have provided reasons that are both economic and legal as to why athletes should be paid. They claim that the NCAA rules that limit the potential earnings of an athlete violate the Sherman Antitrust Act, and they recommend that athletes are paid according to the value they provide. Now, I can outline a few things that would be issues with paying athletes, now that you know a few positives. NCAA claims it would create a competitive imbalance, which would give even more power to big name, big money schools than they already have. They also claim that Title IX would be an issue because women would be required to be paid as much as men, despite the fact that the majority of the revenue in collegiate sports comes from men's basketball and football. There's so many variables in paying athletes, and this is why it's usually thought it was just being easier not to. In closing, I hope this information helps you form an opinion, like it did Adrian Peterson, who's a former Heisman winner and current NFL star. He claims that he feels like as much money as universities make, that some of that money could be given down to the players as well, because they're the ones making it. He said, these bowl games, without the players, how much money did they make? None. His idea presents some of the primary arguments for payment, but it's not as simple as that, and it ignores many of the other complicated features, such as the Title IX argument and having to decide who gets paid what. Think about the initial question that I asked you about working a 40-hour work week without receiving payment. Is your answer to that question any different now?